Hello, welcome to another product review by Designer Warfare. Today we shall be reviewing Soldier Droids with blasters from Puppets War. I purchased the 5-man squad from the website. They arrived very humbly packaged. In fact, came in a Ziploc bag, not on a sprue. And the product quality seems to be very high. I did have one miscast item, but to the company's credit, instead of just letting me deal with a miscast item, mail it back, they kept the miscast item and included a replacement item without any defects included whatsoever. So let's start off by seeing what we get with a 5-man squad. And here's what you get in the full 5-man squad kit. One of the really nice things about these kits is they come pre-drilled with 3x1mm magnetization. So while, unlike Games Workshop, where they kind of force you to pick a model to build with a kit, buy a same kit and build a different way, this one can easily swap out different types of scythe limbs for a cannon. If I really had one gripe about this kit, it's the fact that they didn't have magnetization for the heads. That's really a minor gripe and really shouldn't take away anything whatsoever from the kit itself. As you can see, the details on these are very, very fine. The one miscast, in fact, was a minor bubble in some of this underside right here, which you'd never see unless you pull up and put it really close to your face during gameplay. But they still consider miscast, I presume, because they just sent me an extra bit with they sent me an extra one of these torsos with the bubble in there. So I have to presume that the extra torso is because they realized it was miscast and gave it to me, kept the miscast in there and gave me a perfectly defect-free piece to let me mod and customize with by cutting off bits from this miscast bit. It's a very fine kit. Mold lines are almost non-present. The ones that they do have are flashing, which you'll see on a few of these inside angles of leg pieces. There is flashing here. That's the only mold lines I can notice on these. They're very well designed. I presume that when they made their molds, they put the mold lines on edges of 90-degree corners so that when they pulled out a piece, if there was a mold line present, it would be along a hard edge and it's almost impossible to notice any. Before we do a final paint of it, I must say it's a very solid kit. It's about $38 including shipping and handling. As mentioned, it's from Poland. It takes about 12 to 15 days to get here, but it's a very good kit, very well worth the money. If you play Necrons, I do not. I think it would give a good variety to your Necron army from the standard Games Workshop Terminator field. That seems not a lot of variety in style between the various types of units, but take one of your standard Necrons, chop his legs off, mount him instead on one of these little quadriceps bases, and you have a very unique looking squad that'll definitely catch some eyes on the table. Look forward to seeing these painted. I'm still working on other painting projects and editing videos at the moment, so hopefully next week all my backlog of videos will get posted on YouTube at once.
Here is Puppet War's alternate Necron head model in case you decide not to go with the spider heads they include with the model. This is the spider head model. I really like this and I hope my OSL technique will really hide those eyes when I put it on here. These are the torsos. As you can see, I had multiple batches of plastics for my one set of torsos, but the quality of the geometry is still the same throughout the entire set of torsos. They have a lot of details inside and parts that are hard to see, but I think painting these up all the way will be well worth it. These are the quadriceps legs. I'm really looking forward to painting these. There's a lot of wires and details that won't be too easily seen, but with some OSL effects it should make those glowy bits really stand out against the chrome overall scheme of these bots. These are the scythe talons. Making the bladed parts that are sharp stand out from the general chrome feel of the rest of the model might be a bit tricky for me. I'm not quite sure I'm going to tackle it just yet, but I may do some pre-shading to make the scythe parts a much bluer color than the rest of the model. And here are the gun bits. As you can see, there are lots of really fine details on these guns. I'm really looking forward to adding some color contrast on these bits and using some OSL to create some really interesting sci-fi glowy effects with it. Thanks for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe.